Hello and welcome to the ThinkTree discussions. My name is Kush Kumar and today I'm talking to Clare Spink from Fertility Massage. Hello Clare.
Hi Kush.
How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you very much. So, for those viewers who are unfamiliar, what is fertility massage?
It's a massage that is treating women who are trying to get pregnant, but it's also about womb healing. So it's about anything to do with women's health, whether it's emotions, physical, spiritual. And it's a massage that solely focuses on the lower back, and then on the abdomen we work from the pubic bone up to the rib cage. And we're looking at getting the circulation going in the body, really focusing on alleviating any tension that we hold in the pelvis. But really the depth of the work is the emotional aspect. It's finding out what is that woman's story, what are they bringing to the table, and how can we help them.
Excellent. So what got you into this? How did this all begin?
Kind of came from backwards. I was a doula, so I was helping women to give birth.
Right.
And I kind of stumbled across some womb massage and just knew that I knew this work. It flew through my blood. And so it's evolved over the years, just with intuition, with learning different practices. I've been massaging for a long time. And so it just evolved, just created. And it was more about helping women to get into a place where they were not wanting a baby, but they were opening and welcoming. It was shifting their energies.
Right.
And I realised that was where the strength of my work came in.
So it's all almost changing a thought pattern, is it?
Yeah.
So what kind of successes have you had? Tell me about one.
I've had some amazing successes. I think my favourite one is one of the ladies who came to me back in 2013. She walked in and said, put away anything to do with nutrition and FSH and LH levels, and she said, I just want to talk about the spiritual. And she'd been told that she had less than 5% chance of conceiving, and that was with IVF. Her ovaries had shut down. And we checked in, and ovaries are about grief. So, okay, what grief is going on? Her father had had a heart attack. He hadn't passed away at that time, but she just felt that everything closed down. We did 2 sessions, really connected her back into her body. She conceived her son.
Wow.
She came back a couple of years later. She wanted a second baby. This time her father had passed away, but her ovaries again had completely shut down. Again, 2 sessions later, she conceived her daughter. And in February this year, she came and trained as a fertility massage therapist because it changed her world.
Wow.
So she went from advertising to therapy.
So it's quite powerful then.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen women that have released fibroids because they've released the energy or the negative energy that's surrounding their mother and their relationship. Or people who have thought they really want a baby and they come and have the sessions and then they really discover who they are inside. And I think my favourite one was a lady who said, I don't want a baby, I'm going to be an interior designer. So she found what her real creativity was. And I think there's a lot of social pressure on women that, we should have babies and we should have more than one. Mm-hmm. And I think actually this is where our role comes in, is helping women to discover what it is they really want. Mm-hmm. And maybe working out what, if they do really want a baby, what are the blocks that are stopping them from getting there? Because a lot of time we look at birth imprints. What's your birth story? What are your belief patterns around birth? Because if you've got a fear of giving birth, because maybe your mum told you how horrendous your birth was, you're going to have an innate fear that's stuck there. Till you do this work, you don't realise.
So it's a real voyage of discovery for a woman.
Yeah, absolutely. They just journey down through the layers of themselves, and they evolve into a different person. And it's them discovering things for themselves. It's not me finding the answers for them. It's them going within, which is why when they're on the bed they have to stay silent, they have to drop in. I do often do journeying with them or meditations, depending on what stories they're bringing and mm-hmm. who they are, as to how we work with it. But yeah, it's about working through those layers.
Fantastic. And you obviously you practice as a therapist as well, and you offer courses. Tell me about your courses.
Yeah, the course is a 4-day course, mm-hmm. And that is also is a real journey and discovery for the students. Right. They think they're coming on to just learn a business skill, and then they realise they're actually there for themselves, and they go through the journey. They drop down, they go down through the layers. They really discover things about their menstrual cycle, but from an energetic point of view, right. But also through their life phases. They obviously learn all of the skills they need to become a practitioner. And we do a lot of reclaiming our power, reclaiming our wisdom, looking through the ancestral patterns. It's a really intense and in-depth course, but every single woman walks out and they're like, this is life-changing.
Wow.
So it's incredibly powerful. I don't quite know how it became. It just evolved that way. But it's beautiful. I watch these women and they come in and you see their faces just open and shift over the 4 days. Yeah.
So I guess it works on the mental, physical and emotional health of a female.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And do you find that people of all ages are coming to you, or
for the treatment or for the
for both?
For both. Yes, I get women who are menopausal and their days of fertility have gone, but they understand that the womb work I do, so they want to understand what the next phase is for them, what it is they need to recover from or sort of discover. And sometimes we get like really young women, 16 to 20, who are just getting their periods and having maybe issues with their periods. So they want to understand more natural ways of working with it. And then on the courses, I think the youngest student I've taught is a 16-year-old. She's out in Australia.
Right.
And I think the eldest woman was in her 60s. So I've really got quite a broad range of both therapists and clients.
So although it's called fertility massage, it's more about fertility, isn't it? Yeah. It's more about that, and obviously that everything else that adds on to that as well.
Yeah. Fertility for me it's a fertile womb. Our womb is where we create everything, with our ideas, our visions, babies, relationships. That's why I feel it is about fertility. It's creating that juicy space within.
So what's so special about what you do?
Oh, that's a hard question. You got me stumped.
I mean, obviously you've gone through the patterns yourself. You've educated yourself. You've found something that is very, very dear to you.
Yeah.
So do you think that's what makes
I think that's absolutely it. I have for years I've been doing this ancestral work, this womb healing, and I hadn't really kind of looked at my own side of things, and I've been through for the last 16 years a lot. Certainly a lot of abuse, not recognising it, seeing it in everybody else. Yeah. But having gone through that and really, really looked into my own patterns and seen how that is really affecting everyone, not only around me, but all the clients and students that are coming in, because of what I've really discovered and learned. I'm attracting those women. It's really helping with those abuse patterns and recognising who I really am within. I have rediscovered my shine, my sparkle, and I think because I've lived it, I am it. It makes it true.
And I think that's the key, isn't it?
Yeah.
The fact that you're the best ambassador because you've lived it.
Yeah.
And therefore you know it works.
Yeah. And I do, when I teach my courses with my students, I'm really honest, I'm open, I show my vulnerabilities, I share stories, so that they know that they can do the same thing as well. And they all do say that. They love the fact that I'm just really raw and honest and truthful. And it allows them to be, and I'm not walking around pretending to be very on-like, I'm just true. And it gives them permission to step in as well. And then they recognise, you understand what we're going through.
Yeah, and that's the key, isn't
it?
So so you're offering some 4-day workshops and CBD courses. What's next? What else are you bringing on to the table for students and possibilities?
Well, we are going to be bringing in more one-day workshops, more online courses. I have a team of associate instructors that I have trained to also teach my courses, which allows me a bit more space to help create. We are also working alongside an IVF clinic in Greece, so we're working to really build that recognition of this work with the medical world, which in turn obviously really helps out with everybody else. But I think what is really exciting, and I'm obviously very grateful to you guys, is the fact that we now have a fully accredited course. So it means that anybody who isn't a massage therapist already or a bodywork therapist can come in, know they've got that call inside them, they've got that passion to do this women's work, and they can do it and get insurance, get accreditation, So yeah, everything is there. It's a whole package for them. So that's super exciting.
And that is really exciting. And you're offering this all over the world.
Yep, we have therapists. Teachers over in Australia. I will be heading to South Africa next year. We're being called all over the place. I like to go to the ones that are hot, but I'll go anywhere. But yeah, we do. We travel around the UK, Ireland, Europe, and yeah, like I say, we've got the therapists over in Australia.
So what's the benefits for the ThinkTree members then? What do they get out of coming for a treatment or being part of your courses?
I think it's giving them obviously extra tools that they can bring into their own practice, adding and seeing which way they want to use the work. But because it is such a journey of self-discovery, I think that is something that every therapist needs to do. We are, and I'm living proof that we are so good as therapists at focusing on everybody else and helping everybody else. And then you come to a point where you've really got to go in and look at yourself and really discover what it is that you want to be, what you want to do, what path you want to take. And that is whether you come on for a session with one of us therapists, or whether you do the 4-day course. The 4-day course probably is obviously it's a lot more intense, and you'll find out a lot more. I've had a lot of people leave their partners after the 4-day course. So
well, let's not go down that path. So, is there anything that you'd like to say to the viewers in particular, particularly to the female population that are watching this? Any kind of key messages or key thoughts you want to give them?
I think if you have a slight ignited passion for this, if you are feeling this sounds really interesting, really drop in, have a look through my website, maybe watch some of the videos, get a feel for what my course is like, send me an email, drop me a line, we can always have a chat, because I think it's really important that you feel a connection with me or with one of my other tutors, if you're keen to do this. And if it's ignited that passion, really listen to it, and yeah, feel free to step in.
Excellent. Well, thank you ever so much, Claire.
Pleasure, thank you.
Thanks for your time. So, if you'd like to get involved with the courses or have a treatment, please visit our website, thinktreehub.com, where you'll find Claire's details about the courses that she does, and also about the therapies that she does as well. So, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon.